Hello everybody, welcome back. Today is such a cozy day. There's a little nip in the air. I'm wearing a very fuzzy robe. I've got a candle going and I've already completed a puzzle today. So I thought it was the perfect vibe to go over my commonplace notebook, how it's been working out for me, and then sharing some entries that I have so far. This is going to be a very calm video, so if you'd like to pull your planner out and do some planning alongside me while I'm talking, feel free to do so, and let's get started. So the notebook that I'm using is an A6 Midori notebook, and this is in a grid style. And then for the pens, they're both Uniball ones. I have a Uniball 1F primarily, and then a Uniball 1P that I sometimes like to write with just because he's stubby. But I do find that this one skips more, so I'm not sure why that is. They're both 0.5 tips. I'm also going to be moving the candle just slightly away so as to not light my planner on fire, because that would definitely bring a different vibe to this video. This is my key, which I covered in my setup video, but it has changed a little bit, so I'm going to just go over that briefly. The red is something that I've read, quotes that I like, articles, etc. The yellow is anything spiritual or inspirational. The green is anything health and wellness related, that could be mental or physical. Anything that I find to be important or relevant is going to get a star, but the stars, they're in the mail, so it's blank for now. And then blue are like life hacks or different things that I want to try, like projects, crafts, etc. I've left myself a good amount of space for an index just because I'm not quite sure how long this notebook will last me. And here's my first entry. This was also featured in my setup video, but I added more to it. These are quotes from The Count of Monte Cristo, which is a novel. It starts with the definition of Dane, and then I have 3 of my probably most favorite quotes. There is neither happiness nor misery in the world. There is only the comparison of one state with another, nothing more. Also, you'll notice anything in these little stars or asterisks, that's to indicate that the thought is my own. I thought it was important to kind of differentiate between something that was another creator's thoughts and then my own. So with the second quote, I just have a note that your internal state is more important than your external circumstances. And here is where the definition came from of the word Dane. I'm like letting you read. So that was my very first entry. The next 2 pages were dedicated more to manifestation techniques and things that I had learned about the present moment. And most of the information from here I actually was unable to find like the source of. It was either just something that I remembered that I'd read from somewhere or a video that I'd watched. So I'm not too sure. But this manifestation technique I thought was really interesting because it's all along the lines of doing whatever you are most excited about in that moment. And then when you no longer feel excited about that thing, then you do something else. So in terms of like, you know, what would make you feel the most safe, at peace, adventurous. And then you do that fully present until it no longer excites you, and then you redirect your attention. And then this one down here, the mindset of I need to heal more before blank, I need to be better before blank, is counterproductive, right? Because as soon as you say that, you're putting it out into the universe that you are not already that way. If you say I need to heal more before blank, then you're saying to the universe I'm not healed. Or if you need to be better before blank, you're saying I'm not good now. And so I thought that was interesting. Kind of the thought that you don't need to do any more than you already are right now. You're worthy of all your desires just as you are. This next page, I didn't give it a dot just because it's continued and I didn't want to waste all my stickers. So that was kind of along the same lines. This next one was a quote. You cannot suffer the past or the future because they do not exist. What you are suffering is your memory and your imagination. This, for me, I really like as someone who suffers from obsessive compulsive disorder. The thought that you are only suffering because of what's going on in your mind really was quite grounding for me. I just say we have never lived a moment outside of the present. So, interesting, just a thought. And yeah, a couple more thoughts. I'm like a little like, oh my god, it's embarrassing, but it is what it is. This I just wanted to share with you guys. The next was related to health, related specifically to nervous system regulation. Again, I just thought that would be helpful to include because I am someone who is chronically stuck in fight or flight, and I just found this from a creator on TikTok somewhere within the endless scrolls that I did. I remembered this part, and it was about removing anything triggering, replacing with meaningful actions, and then incorporating mindfulness in your daily routine. And I just had a note that living slowly, meaningfully, and intentionally is the key to regulating the nervous system. So yeah, just stuff like that. The next one was a simple vagus nerve exercise that I found from my camera roll, and I just wanted to get rid of that, so I had some more storage. These next two were more related to health things. I wanted to make a list of all the habits and things that made me feel really good and really positive. So when I'm having one of those down days, I can kind of reference this as like a menu and pick what I want and do that thing. So some things are very, very simple, like making cozy, whatever that means. Sipping tea, reading, creating, watching rom-coms, very important. Let me know your favorite rom-com down in the comments below. I think mine is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I feel like that's definitely a top contender, although I do love Bridget Jones's Diary and The Proposal as well. Let me know. I really want to hear about that. Anyway, just things like that, because even reading this list now, like, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm already getting more positive about it. The next was something for OCD and dreams. So this was a really helpful quote for me. Don't know, I just know it's from Reddit, which I know I'm not supposed to be on, but anyway. And then these are my most recent journal entries. One was again on manifestation and circumstances. It was this whole concept of the universe can't see, it can't observe your circumstances. So you kind of have to live the life that you want, and your circumstance will follow. Pretty much like that. And I just made a note that the universe responds to energy and feeling. How do you feel about your current circumstances? If you feel angry, you'll be given more to feel angry about. But if you're feeling grateful, you'll be given more to feel grateful about. This was a quote that my boyfriend told me because he knows I love planning. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. I just like that, because I think I'm like, yeah, that justifies why I be planning so much, This is a hybrid dot, so if the two colors just means that it is both something that I read and also something that is spiritual or inspirational. And this is all about the power of awareness. Someone posted this quote on their story and I really liked it. I wanted to keep it. If you don't like something, you take away its only power, your attention. Ooh, boom. Does that not I just love that. Anything that doesn't exist in your awareness doesn't exist at all. Anything that you don't focus your energy on will naturally just become smaller, because that's the way it works. If you're not paying attention to something, I'm not saying like, oh, it'll go away, but that is the case in terms of like energetically. When you remove yourself, that does get smaller. Anyway, I'm rambling. These are some OCD responses for when I'm in like a mental loop of rumination. Number 1, am I aware? Number 2, I wonder what my next thought will be. Number 3, what a silly thought. Number 4, I don't need to get to the bottom of this thought. And number 5, how can I feel more relaxed? Just some things to hear, like, discrediting the thought, what a silly thought, or bringing yourself back to the present moment. Am I aware? I find that one in particular really helps me stop a cycle, because I just immediately am brought back into my feelings and the present moment, and I find that to be really helpful. Oh, I also forgot to mention, if you're wondering any at all about these stickers, they are the Avery 1/4 inch dot stickers. I bought mine off Amazon and I just tucked them at the back here. This is also Midori clear cover and they just sit right there. Anyway, those are the entries that I have so far. I really am liking this size, I'm really liking this style, and I do find myself referencing this more than not. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and sticking by me. I will see you next time. Stay cozy and bye-bye.